In a world where creativity is the heart of fashion, a simple sketch, the very first draft that breathes life into a collection, has become the center of an international controversy. What began as a hand-drawn idea by a young independent designer ended up on the runways of one of the world's most famous fashion houses. But what seemed like unexpected recognition turned out to be something far more serious: plagiarism. This is the story of the sketch that took a fashion giant to court. It all started in a small makeshift studio in the bedroom of Clara Mendez, an up-and-coming designer. Passionate about original fashion, Clara spent hours drawing unique silhouettes, aiming to convey strength and femininity through fabric and form. One night, in a burst of inspiration, she created a bold sketch, a female figure in an asymmetrical jumpsuit with diagonal cuts and metallic appliques, a look that blended futurism with indigenous influences. She uploaded the drawing to her online portfolio and to a social network for designers, complete with a watermark and full copyright protection. Months later, during Paris Fashion Week, Clara was watching the show of a renowned European fashion house when something made her freeze. One of the models walked the runway wearing a piece nearly identical to her sketch, the same asymmetry, the same diagonal cuts. Even the metallic details were there. The only difference? Now it was part of the brand's limited edition capsule collection, hailed as innovative and original. Clara couldn't believe her eyes. The brand didn't know her personally, but had someone on their creative team accessed her portfolio? After the initial shock, Clara began investigating. She compared images from the show to her sketch and posted the similarities on social media. The reaction was immediate. Independent designers, fashion students, and even journalists began commenting on the case. She received messages of support, but also skepticism. Some said the resemblance was pure coincidence. Others saw clear evidence of plagiarism. Determined to defend her work, Clara hired a lawyer specializing in intellectual property. The first step was to send a formal cease and desist letter to the brand, demanding an explanation and recognition of her authorship. But the company's response was shocking. They denied any intentional resemblance and ignored the request for acknowledgement. With no amicable resolution, Clara decided to take the case to court. The lawsuit was based on copyright infringement, and the evidence was compelling. Publication dates, official records of authorship, and of course, the side-by-side images. Behind the scenes, the case made waves in the fashion world. The press began following the story closely, raising questions about the originality of major brands and the erasure of independent creators. Meanwhile, the famous brand tried to silence the issue, but public pressure only grew stronger. The David versus Goliath narrative went viral on social media, and many young designers began to share similar stories. During the trial, experts confirmed the similarity between the pieces and stated that it was highly unlikely such a specific design could have emerged independently. The verdict was clear. Clara won the case. The brand was ordered to pay damages for both emotional and financial harm, and was legally required to publicly acknowledge her as the original creator of the sketch. More than the money, Clara gained visibility, respect, and sparked a crucial debate. How far can inspiration go in fashion? Her case became a reference in design courses, lectures, and conferences. Clara began receiving invitations to collaborate with other brands, this time ethically, and became an active voice in the fight for copyright in fashion. This story isn't just about a stolen sketch. It's about protecting what you create. If you're a fashion designer, illustrator, or creative professional, and want to learn how to register your sketches, safeguard your ideas, and understand your copyright rights, check out my complete ebook on sketching foundations and creative protection. Click the link in the description and start taking your art seriously before someone else does it for you.